I'm trying to lose 20 pounds. Having high protein, low calorie, easy snacks is essential for fat loss. That's why I've been obsessed with these rice cake desserts. If you have a sweet tooth like me, you are gonna love these. I love this recipe so much because it takes minutes to make, tastes like an indulgent dessert, and has better macros than most protein bars. I'll show you how to make a Reese's cup rice cake dessert and a double chocolate rice cake dessert. Look how thick these are. Filling my stomach with delicious, lower calorie food helped me lose over 100 pounds and keep it off. So I created a cookbook with nearly 200 recipes to teach you all my dieting cheat code recipes. Let's get started with our peanut butter cup rice cake dessert. Grab a bowl and add in 2 tablespoons or 12 grams of powdered peanut butter. Powdered peanut butter is great for dieting because 12 grams of it is only 50 calories. If I used peanut butter, that would be nearly 200 calories for 2 tablespoons because peanut butter has a whole lot of oil. And if you take all this oil and ship it to Panda Express, you get the nut powder, which is incredibly high in protein. Then we'll use some protein powder. I'm using Legion's peanut butter fudge flavor because it has an amazing peanut butter taste, and one of the ingredients in it is peanut flour. Add in 1 scoop of protein powder. Code Rahul to save money, and Legion will give you all your money back if you don't like this protein, and you get to keep the product. Pro tip, it is very important to use a whey protein powder to match my sticky consistency. I'll tell you more about this later on. Then we add in 75 grams of Greek yogurt, and like this video and subscribe. Mix all of this up. I'm playing my mixing clip in real time to show you how this works. It starts off looking too dry and powdery, but just keep mixing, don't give up. You should not need to add any liquid if you followed my recipe. It'll come together eventually and turn into a sticky peanut butter-like consistency. Just don't add any liquid if you want this to be thick. Now I want you to taste this. My protein powder is pretty sweet. My PB powder is also sweet. It's got a little bit of sugar in it. So I'm not gonna add any sweetener, but if you want this more sweet, just add 1 or even 2 packets of sweetener, but I'm not gonna because I'm sweet enough. There's a couple things you need to know if you wanna get this same consistency, this peanut butter-like consistency that sticks to the roof of your mouth just like peanut butter. You have to use whey protein powder. It is very important. Any other protein powder, and you will not get this consistency. You need to use whey protein powder. And the next tip is you need to follow my recipe. Don't just use random proportions of ingredients. You guys do that, and then you comment telling me it didn't work out. I didn't use a cup of Greek yogurt. You can't try to make this like triple the volume that I made it. Use the exact proportion of the ingredients I said because I've made this recipe so many times and you will get this consistency. And if you don't get it, you did something wrong and it's not my fault. Now get yourself some chocolate. I'm using these pieces of dark chocolate. I love dark chocolate. We need 20 grams of chocolate. I'm gonna chop this up to help it melt, but if you're using mini chocolate chips or even regular chocolate chips, just skip this step completely and add it right into a bowl. Microwave this for 30 seconds, not anymore, otherwise it might burn. After 30 seconds, the glass bowl got hot, so the bottom melted, but the top of the bowl is still in chunks and not melted at all. Microwave for 30 more seconds. Then it's gonna look like this. Most of the chocolate has melted. Just stir this around with a spoon. Stir, let it sit for 2 minutes. The residual heat will melt the rest of the chocolate and it's gonna be perfectly smooth and melted like this. The rice cakes you choose for this recipe are pretty important because there's a lot of different types of rice cakes. Regular rice cakes are usually 45 to around 50 calories. I have rice cakes that are half those calories. These are only 25 calories because these are thin rice cakes. These just serve as a base to get this into my mouth hole. So I'm using 25 calorie rice cakes. I'm using lightly salted thin rice cakes, 50 calories for 2 rice cakes. Pop open the pack, slip 2 of them out. I like to push all my PB mixture to the corner of the bowl, then cut it in half, approximately. Take half and spread it on top of a rice cake. I don't spread it all the way to the edge, so I have a tiny grip to put my fingers on and hold on to the rice cake without getting peanut butter all over my fingers. When both your rice cakes are done, drizzle some chocolate on top. Just start by adding a spoonful to the center and then slowly use the back of your spoon, very gently spread the chocolate in a circular motion. Be gentle, don't press too hard. The chocolate will move easily because it's melted and smooth. Then sprinkle on some flaky sea salt on top. I love the chocolate salted combo. Take these and freeze them for just a few minutes to harden the chocolate fast. Best part about this recipe is you always have a little bit extra for you to eat. Either this diet is getting to me or this tastes exactly like peanut butter. Oh my God, this is good. Sometimes I'm really in the mood for chocolate, so I make these double chocolate rice cake desserts instead of the peanut butter ones. You can't enjoy these snacks if you don't feel good the day after a night out with your friends. Want something that helps? It's called pre-alcohol from ZBiotics. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make ZBiotics your first drink of the night to set yourself up for a better tomorrow. And of course, drink responsibly. Check out the link in the description to get 15% off your first order with free shipping. And if you're not satisfied, ZBiotics offers a 100% money back guarantee, no questions asked. The structure of this recipe is similar. I start with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter. For the protein powder, I switch it up and I use a scoop of cocoa cereal whey protein powder by Legion. It's delicious, tastes like Cocoa Puff cereal milk. Then I added 75 grams of Greek yogurt like usual, but also a pinch of dark cocoa powder. You can use natty cocoa powder, but it's kind of bitter. I like using dark cocoa powder for those rich dark chocolate vibes, but you could also use black cocoa powder for Oreo vibes. Mix all of this up, and again, it's gonna look very thick, but do not worry. It will mix up just fine and turn into a super thick frosting-like consistency. Get out a rice cake, spread this on top, do a circular motion with your spoon to evenly spread this, then a spoonful of melted chocolate on top, circular motion again, but be very gentle, and then some sea salt on top. Freeze for at least 2 minutes and go check out my fat loss cookbook and make yourself the deep dish pizza, Krispy Kreme donuts, protein Oreos, and so many more recipes. After a few minutes in the freezer, the chocolate has set and these look perfect. Peanut butter one looks like a Reese's cup on steroids. The chocolate one has a super thick, indulgent chocolate layer. These treats help me so much when I'm cutting because they are very filling, they feel rich and indulgent, and combined they pack in 40 grams of protein for only 325 calories. That is fantastic for something that fills me up and tastes this good. Rice cake dessert, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Each one 162 calories, 20 grams of protein. Which one you want to try first, peanut butter or chocolate?
Peanut butter.
I was already holding it, my bad, bro. Cheers.
The crunch is so good.
It's so satisfying, bro. The peanut butter, it doesn't feel like real peanut butter. It just sticks to your like mouth.
Mm-hmm. It does, just like
All right, you want to try the chocolate one with me? Which one you like more?
They're both so good, bro.
I like the peanut butter one more. The salt on top. You like this one more? Dang.
Chocolate guy.
Dude, on a cut, 2 of these, 300 calories, 40 grams of protein, hits the spot. Or I'm just really hungry, bro. I don't know.
This is perfect for dessert.
For more recipes that are easy, quick, healthy, and taste incredible, check out my fat loss cookbook. Everything I use to transform my physique is in my cookbook that I'll update with new recipes for free. There's almost 200 recipes in there right now, and I hope my recipes help change your life like they have mine. And you also need low-calorie filling meals to make your cut successful. This is when you should make my pepperoni pizza. It's super easy to make. The whole pizza contains 50 grams of protein, and the entire large pizza costs only $2.10 to make, which means each slice is only 26 cents. It's super cheap. It's very healthy. It is incredibly filling. It's packed with protein and it is so delicious. It crushes my pizza cravings and I never crave any other pizza. I'll see you in that video.